Stock is full of car detailing fails, and today we brought in a real detailing expert to break down what went wrong. First clip. Okay, we've got what looks like some American cheese stuck on a car, classic prank. Well, not really a prank, it's more of like property destruction, really.
Let's use the nylon to get off the cheese. What were you thinking?
Oh man.
Hard bristles, and that exact tool is meant for helping you get stains out of carpets.
Oh, okay.
Never to be used on the outside surface on the paint. Right here, it looks like the cheese is winning, by the way.
Yeah, it's sticking.
Cheese-covered car, you're probably gonna have to use certain solvents to rehydrate it. There's a better way. You'd almost want to put water on it, let it sit there, let it rehydrate, and then you wipe it off. One solvent that works really well for us, a detailer's secret, gasoline, world's best solvent. Yeah, there's lots of tricks of the trade that people don't know.
How about you tell the people watching who you are and what you do?
My name is Kevin Grasso. I own Steve's Detailing. I'm the person that other detailers call to find out how to fix it.
Next clip.
This is the perfect example why you should have lights in your garage.
Oh, the zebra effect.
Ooh.
This is from someone who clearly wasn't trained. They're trying to get some kind of scuff or scratch out because it seems to be in one isolated area. You tend to want to go with the body line. You don't want to go up and down like you see here in this clip.
What is causing this?
Either too much product, not enough product, the product was too dry on the pad, the speed, in this instance, it looks like it was too high. Proper way of fixing that, you'd be using this tool here. This is what we call a DA polisher. Especially since these came out about 15 years ago, you should not be seeing your car with this at all, period.
This actually happened to me. I took my car to like a car wash and got upsold to like a detail, you know, and I spent like $200 and then my hood was all like that when I got the car back, and I was not happy with it.
You got what you paid for. I'm not trying to plug that detailers should get doctor pay, but there's a lot of things we know that you as the public don't know.
You're paying for that experience.
And the experience, when I leave your car, you're gonna leave that car looking like you could walk into it.
In the buffing process, with your dual action right there and your pads and everything, like what's going on between the tool and the paint?
First of all, it's all preparation, right guys?
By prep, you mean getting the impurities
Proper
out of
washing.
that clear coat.
Proper washing. A lot of people and a lot of detailers don't know how to wash the car correctly. If he washes the car and he goes from the bottom to the top, he's transferring all that rocks and dirt on his towel, on his sponge, whatever he's using, to the top. And now he's fighting to get those marks out. But moving on from that, once you get the car clean, you're gonna go to a clay process. You're gonna take your solution, you're gonna spray the area and a little bit on the clay. You're gonna apply in a east-west, however you wanna call it. Next process, you're gonna get this on your machine. This one here is what we call a medium cut pad. You're gonna set it in between like 4 and 6. Usually 3 swipes, so you'll go this way, then up, down, then this way. Usually everything's gone. It's clear coat. You're not touching the paint surface anymore. You haven't touched the paint surface since the 80s. You're buffing clear. Once you get your mindset that it's just clear, everything's easy.
It's all clear. There is no spoon.
It's all clear, you know?
The holidays are coming up, and we all know what everyone's favorite part is. It's opening presents, duh. And with today's sponsor, Bespoke Post, you can make every month of the year feel like the holidays. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering you a box of awesome filled with top shelf goods from under the radar brands. It's free to join, and you can skip a month or cancel anytime you want. Each month, they'll curate the coolest new products for members and match you with a personalized box based on a fun quiz. From outdoor gear, barware, clothing, to even live oysters. Every box of awesome has around $70 worth of items inside, but you only pay a fraction of that value. And 90% of the products come from small brands, many of which are based right here in the US.
Oh, get out of here. We got a freaking tri-fold camping shovel? Heck yeah.
Before your box ships, you can preview what's inside and choose to keep it, swap it for a different box, or skip the month entirely for no charge at all.
Whoa, nice little collapsible travel portable bowl. That's great.
To get 20% off your first box of awesome, click the link in the description and enter Mechanic20 at checkout, or go to bespokepost.com/mechanic20.
It's getting so clear now. I can see our next clip. Ooh, okay, open car.
That's like mold.
Looks like a lot of mold. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
So that was pretty gross. It looks like mold that has been growing, like bacteria, It's probably want to need a hazmat suit to get into this car.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude. Throw the whole thing away.
I would imagine that in a junkyard. Like, okay, they left the windows down, the moisture just kept getting into it and just kept building and building.
Can you fix that?
You're not gonna get 100% because we're attacking something that's like a mold. And a mold, it's a very hard bacteria to get rid of 100%. I've worked on cars like this. I've worked on cars that's had maggots in it, baby roaches running all over the place.
In the case of this moldy interior, the industry now has tools like superheated steam, right? You've got ozone.
Well, ozone's only for killing odors. If you gave me this car and I had to clean it and you go use the ozone right after, it's not gonna work. Sorry guys, I can't help you on that one.
Let's hope this next clip isn't so moldy. Never leave a vinyl wrap on for too long.
With this particular clip, with vinyl wrap, yes, if you do not take it off in a certain amount of time, it can ruin the paint. This wrap looks like it's been on there almost 10 years.
Yeah.
It looks pretty bad off.
With wraps being super popular these days, have you ever had to deal with something like this, a failure this bad?
Something this severe, no. Most people don't leave it on this long. Only ways of fixing that kind of staining is some light color sanding. It also looks like improper removal. Somebody's been rubbing pretty hard because you can see how the glue buildup is. A clean microfiber towel saturated in the solvent. You'll saturate it, you let it sit. Then you come back about 5 to 10 minutes later and it literally almost melts off. Going back to the tools that they had, you got a heat gun, you got Goo Gone, and you got that beige wheel. That is for removing pinstripes. A lot of the guys in the industry are using that to get it off, but it's not what it's used for. The plastic razor blade is used to get off that excess glue, but let me tell you guys, that also will scratch your surface. This, I want you to understand, is your primer, your paint, and your clear coat. That's it. That's all of us with detailers have to use to work with. The paint jobs are so thin, you're forced to do a PPF, a ceramic coating, or a vinyl wrap. Take a look at your buddy's cars, guys. I guarantee you, 6 months with no protection, they're chipped.
Let's see this next clip.
Oh, he's just dropped the sponge on the floor.
Oh.
You put it back. Oh, scratches everywhere.
I think he picked it up off the floor.
Oh yeah,
there he is.
There you go.
He left it on the floor.
We got the sponge on the ground in a parking lot. Picks it up, dumps it back in the bucket, continues washing. I'll be honest, I've done this on my car.
Probably most of you at home as well.
Yeah, let's be real. This happens. When you drop a sponge on the ground like that, what are you supposed to do?
Kick it to the curb.
Just throw it away immediately?
You got microscopic rocks embedded in here. You're scratching the holy crud out of it. The best case scenario when you're washing a vehicle, folks, is you want to have a 2-bucket method. You're going to start with the soap. You're going to go onto the car. You're going to wash the car. When you come back, you go into a clear bucket of water. Dip it in a few times, then go into the soap. By doing that, any debris you've gotten on that mitt while you're washing the car is being rinsed off into that clear bucket. Very simple method. Definitely want to wash your vehicle in a cool area. You don't want to do it like this gentleman is out in the hot sun where everything can get baked. You definitely don't want to start washing a car also right after you got done driving it. Your rims are very hot. If you were to spray any kind of chemical on them to help clean them, like a degreaser, or a lot of people have a mild wheel acid that they would have, it's going to discolor the rim. And I don't suggest anybody wash their car underneath a tree. Because birds love to crap on you right after you get something clean.
Washing your car by hand takes a lot of time. What do you think about automatic car washes, like at a gas station or, on Main Street or whatever?
Well, if you want your car to look like that clip we looked at with the black car, I'd say continue to go.
Okay.
If that bugs you, look for a hand car wash.
On to the next. I got my car wrapped in the hood for a good price, parked it outside. Come on, dude. Does that actually happen? Look at this.
Okay, that does happen.
Looks like it got stung by a bee.
It had maybe a vent of a hole or something, and heat from the motor got into it and expanded it out. Probably not high quality wrap material. That's a pretty easy removal because all of it's off of the paint surface.
It's self-removing. A little too easy to remove.
If you notice, the car didn't like it and he was trying to reject it himself.
Yeah. Very strong immune system on this car.
Yeah.
If this has happened to one of your friends, go to realmechanicstuff.com. We have a submission link there. You can send us your clips and maybe you'll see them on the show.
Setting up this next clip, because it comes from 5 Minute Crafts.
Oh. Okay, we got
An alien baby.
we got a bumper sticker on what looks like probably a rear window, I would hope. Take a newspaper and that's, come on.
Let me tell you, Nolan, in this situation, you don't need water. You don't need newspaper. You let that sit in the sunlight for about 10, 15 minutes. It'll heat up so much, you'll just go like this and peel it off.
Peel it off with your finger.
And it'll leave no glue residue.
Yeah. Also, who's got newspapers anymore, you know? Lucky for us, this next clip also comes from 5 Minute Crafts. Almost said craps, Kevin. All right, got a balloon. What?
I can't say necessarily wholeheartedly that wouldn't work. You ever put a balloon up to your hair?
Yeah, the
Pulls
static,
hair a little bit?
right? Yeah.
It's a static. That's what's pulling the hair out. And that is actually very long hair, so that is actually very simple to remove. The rubberized anything seems to work the best. It creates the static friction, which helps lift it up.
What kind of tools for pet hair removal do you have these days?
Well, rubberized dog hair brushes work very excellent on removing dog hair, or at least loosening it up to where you can vacuum it up. There's another one that's actually sold on Amazon that you would think it would not work at all. And it's got some kind of copper type material on it, but son of a it don't work.
I could smell this next clip coming from a mile away. Oh my God, your car smells so good. How do you do that? Let me show you. This is my cabin air filter. They aren't all the same? No. I've never seen that before.
I don't see how it could last more than a day or two. It's a couple of sprays on a
True.
filter.
She also has another air freshener on the vent there too.
Yeah, she's got a
there.
Febreze there. Is that a butterfly something too?
As two skeletons engaging in intercourse, Kevin. Is what that is.
Maybe that's the scent she's got going on in the car. Well, folks, if you want to try it, try it. I can't recommend it.
Try it out. Let us know. Besides just cleaning the interior of the car, do you ever do anything to make the car smell better, or do you just kind of leave it to the products that you're using to clean it in the first place?
First thing you need to ask your customer, are you scent sensitive? Because if you're scent sensitive, then I have to use certain solutions that have 0 scent to them. A lot of these cleaners have a scent to them. But if you're gonna get beyond that, what you can do for scents there's spray forms, there's an aerosol form, there are tablets, and there's what we call Wonder Wafers. Wonder Wafers are scented. You put them in your car, and with your car doors being shut, the heat reacts the scent into the car. You can put the Febreze ones in your vents. I've done it where if you go to the front of the car where the windshield wipers are, there's a little vent there. If you spray it down in there and turn the air on, it'll go through the car, and yeah, you have all clean scent that way.
Hey, check this out. It's our next clip.
Customer told me they have a rat-infested vehicle. So I came in, took the vehicle apart, and located how did they get in. My work is not cheap, it's luxury. I'm not your average detailer, so before booking me, please make sure I'm in your budget. So they were coming from behind the glove compartment, which is where the big hole lies.
This is the first clip we've seen where the guy took the entire interior apart, took the whole carpet out. Is that pretty common in your industry?
To take this whole car apart the way this guy did, I wouldn't feel comfortable about it because you're not the factory, you're not certified in this car to take it apart and put it back together. I wouldn't go to this level. I really think this is a person trying to really upsell them to be able to charge ridiculous amounts of money. This degree was not necessary, in my opinion.
Well, he did mention that his service is luxury.
Then why does he have holy gloves? I've done that before. I've dealt with vehicles where we had to deal with a dead rat inside the car. We had to locate it. Where we ended up finding them a lot of the times were behind the glove box door.
So probably should have started there instead of taking the whole car
Yeah,
apart.
I mean, you got to look at, this person just said, well, f it, I'm gonna take the whole car apart. Instead of by smell, where is this odor coming from?
Let's move on from dismantling interiors to dismantling this next clip. All right, a little pressure washing the door card.
Okay, goodbye to the speaker. Goodbye to all your electrical.
Pressure washing the dash.
And then you wonder why your radio don't work and you can't get the car started. And
Obviously, this is not the right way to. What's the correct way to clean an interior of a car?
you never want to soak it like that. Ever. Today's cars are so electrical. You do anything like this, you're gonna be replacing this guy's car. You're not just gonna fix it. Most stuff will come off if you let it agitate. Spray something on there, let it sit there a second, let it do its work, it'll come out.
All right, if you want to see even more car fails, click right here. Kevin, thank you so much for sharing all your expertise.
Anytime.
If you're in the Los Angeles area and need your car detailed, check out Steve's Detail over there in Pasadena. See you next time.